Hello everyone. In this video, we will be starting another tutorial called the Tank Shooter tutorial. Like always, I highly encourage you to try to go through this tutorial on your own. The URL is here, and you can also find the link posted in its learning. If you do need help though, feel free to raise your hand in class, or better yet, go back to this video and try to see what went wrong through the video. Alright, let's get started. This tutorial will help you get familiar with the way that GDevelop works. You'll create a very simple game. So, in this game, the enemies will move toward the player. The player will be able to shoot the enemies. The enemies will explode when they are hit with the player's bullets. So we have pretty much three simple interactions. Enemies will move toward the player, so the enemies somehow have to know where the player is. The player will be able to shoot the enemies, so somehow I have to be able to aim, and somehow I have to be able to tell when to fire a bullet, and the enemies will explode when they are hit with the player's bullets. So this has to do with object collision and object deletion and explosion effects. Alright, so we already have GDevelop downloaded. We should have downloaded this in the platform tutorial before. So let's go ahead and launch GDevelop. I'm going to search for it right here. Go ahead and launch it. While we're waiting for it to open, it's telling us to download the finished project from here. If you want to, you can download the finished project from here. And this will help you see how the game has been created. And you can also use it as an example in case you get stuck or do not understand something. It is a good way to check your progress. Now, I'm going to be requiring you to understand all of these things right here. How does the enemy move to the player? How does the player shoot the enemies? How do the enemies explode when they are hit with the player's bullets? So go ahead and download the finished project, but at the same time, you are required to understand how these things work, not just have the finished project. Alright, and as always, if for some reason this website link doesn't work, I have posted this zipped file in GDevelop Tank Shooter. You can download the zip file right here. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and split screen. So the way I did that, I just pressed the window key button and I pressed the left arrow, and then I can split screen. Alright, so create a new project. Click create new project on the start page. Next, you have the option to create a new project using a template or create an empty game project. We are going to be using an empty game project, but before selecting this option, again, this is very key, guys. Before selecting this option, before selecting empty game, you need to choose a folder where your game will be saved. A lot of you, even after I explained in the platformer tutorial video, a lot of you did not follow directions and you did not know where your game is saved. Please choose a location that you know how to get back to. I'm going to choose folder. Yeah, I don't mind saving it in the same place as where I had my platformer tutorial. I don't mind. So let's look at what that is. C drive, users, C Wong, GDevelop projects, my project. Instead of calling it my project, I'm just going to call it Tank Shooter. So it's going to be inside a file called, actually, Tank Shooter tutorial. It's going to be inside a folder called Tank Shooter. This folder. So you can click the choose folder button, and you can choose where on your computer you like to save it. Once you have a folder selected, click the blank empty game project option in the list. Alright, so it's going to be saved in a folder called Tank Shooter tutorial. Let's click empty game. Let's click create a new scene. Just like in our platformer game. Here it is. Now you can go ahead and edit the name. But I'm just gonna keep it new scene for now. I accidentally made another scene, but that's fine. I can keep it, or I can delete it. Okay. Now let's go ahead and open that scene. Here it is. Now, before going any further, you will need some images for the game. You can download them here. Download images. Again, if for some reason this link is blocked still, you can find this zip folder in the same location you found the other zip folder in its learning. Now look here, we have a folder called Tank Shooter Tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and save my zip folder inside of it. Now, as always, I encourage you to figure out how to get to this folder, not through this GDevelop 5, but through your window, through your computer. And up arrow, and I can click show in folder. And here's what I get. But I encourage you to figure out how to get there just from my computer, or just from opening up a blank folder. Okay, so it was in the C drive. Users, C Wong, GDevelop.